Hello guys, my name is Dave and this is my garage. Welcome. I like to build small boats and hunting rigs, and this year I'm building an SK14 micro skiff. Why? Well, I want something powered and kind of light, but something that I can shoot down the rivers here. I live in Wisconsin and I have hardly explored any of it. I've been here probably almost 8 years now and got into hunting, starting with ducks like 5-6 years ago, and just starting to get into deer over the last couple of years. And I want to get to where other people can't, or it's harder for me to get. How about that? I'm not saying I'm gonna get where no one's ever reached before, but I've been really inspired by some YouTubers that I've been watching. One of them, I'm gonna go backwards, and yeah, I made notes. One of them is Wood Brew. Wood Brew has a great kind of style with his channel. I really like what he's doing, but he built a pelican punt, and a pelican punt comes from a different channel that I really got into last year called Cumberland Rover. Cumberland Rover is a guy, he lives down near the Cumberland Gap, and he wanted to show that you could just build a basic boat and get out there, and the pelican punt is super cool. You guys should go watch his channel, get his plans. They're like $10, and you can build that boat out of basic common construction material that you can find, and get out there. He didn't even use epoxy. He didn't use any sealant other than paint. He used latex paint, several layers of latex paint, and he got out there and he has been really exploring for like over a season, like a season and a half, up and down his coastline. Wood Brew went and built his own pelican punt for the same kind of reasons. He wanted to go and explore these waterways and kind of get fishing and show you that you could do it too. His punt, amazing. It didn't take him a huge amount of time, and his differs a little bit, like Cumberland Rovers, he decked his. So he's got at least a 4-deck on his, where Wood Brew, just basically the straight pirogue style canoe. This guy, this is a Cara Hummer, or robber rather. The robbers are shorter. I don't know, I didn't make up the names. But these are duck hunting skiffs meant to get you out and be camouflaged like layout boats in the tall reeds and grasses, whatever you can camouflage yourself with. This one, the reason, I made a Hummer first. Hummers are like 14 feet long, and they're double-ended, and they're like pole boats. They're like big old barges, but they're really solid, and you basically are in pretty light water most of the time, pretty skinny water. This one I made with a nice stern, so I could mount, I bet I could put like a 10 horsepower motor back there if I wanted to. This boat though is only about 10 feet long, and I've got it fully decked out with electronics, lights, the navigation lights. The only thing I don't have hooked up right now are the LEDs on the inside. I've got the numbers to put down the side to register it. I just haven't put them on there because I don't have a trailer yet, which is something else I'll probably be buying this year. But what I'm building now, I want something a little lighter, a little more sporty to kind of fish from, a little more dual purpose. This guy's pretty heavy, but the reason I made him 10 feet long is to make him lighter. He's at least 3/4 inch wood on a lot of it. The transom is a full, I don't know, 1.5 inches, pretty thick and heavy. And then you fiberglass, it's gonna get heavier. This boat in the back here, this is made out of construction foam. So it's made out of XPS, the Pink Panther construction boards, and it's probably about 7 layers deep, and it's 2-inch thick construction foam. And it's done with poor man's fiberglass. So poor man's fiberglass is cloth and Titebond glue. You can see some drops of glue in there. I wasn't super careful with it. This is another project I might work on this year, depending on if the other boat slows down. I have to wait on things. I've been thinking about cutting out this bench, reinforcing it, and putting a really strong stern on it, and just making an ultralight skiff. And I bet it could really motor, man. So we'll see. We'll see if I get brave and mess around with that. The SK14 though, it's a skinny flats boat that comes like out of Texas and Florida. So I want it for river running, and I haven't bought the motor here yet, but it can go anywhere from probably 4 horsepower all the way up to 9 horsepower. There's quite a few builds out there with like 9. They really scoot. So that's something I'm looking forward to building. It's gonna be out of BCX plywood, because I can't afford the marine plywood. That stuff's crazy. But BCX and your regular construction wood will do fine for a long time. It's just, it depends on how much upkeep you're gonna do and whether or not they sit in the water all the time. Nothing I build is gonna sit in the water longer than a trip. They're always gonna come out. So to that end, it's not gonna be that hard to repair them or take care of them. And they're good boats, so you can do this too. I hope through my adventure here, both growing and actually how to make these videos and just showing you how to do this, that it inspires you to try some of this stuff. So that's basically it. Plywood arrives in 2 days. I've already got some epoxy resin. I've got some 6-ounce fiberglass for the bottom at the very least. I've already got fiberglass tape. I just got to clear this space and sweep and get this all clean so I can lay down the plywood and keep that nice. I'm going to put down a tarp and some boards so it doesn't rest on the ground, because this really isn't sealed concrete, and as everything melts, there's going to be it's going to get damp in here a little bit. Not much we can do about that. We just keep driving forward, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.